Hello everybody, this is Terry Lithophane Gifts, and I've been asked to do a tutorial on how I made a pretty big monogram. It was just under 18 by 19, so 17.75. So let's give this a shot. So I'm going to open up Daryl's spin. My sister-in-law's last name is Terry. It's a coincidence. Not making this for me. So we're going to go ahead and start with adding our text normal way. This font has been pretty popular last couple days, this imprint MT shadow. So I'm going to select that. Their name's kind of small. Nope, there's no bold. So let's go about 2 inches and start. This is all the normal. Put it into place, stretch it out, holding shift to keep the aspect ratio correct. Let's move that a little bit. And let's make it a little bit longer. Just spread those letters out a little bit. Right there. And I like to, well, we're going to go ahead and make our outlines. And then I like to hit unite, just in case. Been burned before. So we've united that text. We're going to select the rest of the letter. We're going to unite that again. Now, you see this blue line down here? That's going to be a cut. So let's back up a little bit. Undo, undo. And we can either do that to move it down a tiny bit, or we could have stretched it, but let's see what happens. So select everything, let's unite it. Now I do not see any blue lines down there. Let's just double check. Yeah, all of our cuts look good. Now we don't need this to be a fill, so let's go ahead and change it to outlines. So I hate that. Alright, so no fill. Let's give it a color for now. Pink. Alright, so you could now take your line tool and cut the thing right here. Maybe even right there in the middle. But we're going to be cutting it in 2 pieces. We're going to be doing this top section here upside down, and then we're going to rotate our wood, and we're going to print this part here just like it is. If our alignment is not 100% on, we might be coming in right here with a part of it, or over here with a part of it. So I'm not that good yet. So we're going to cut it up here, and if we're a little bit over, we can just take a little saw or something, and we can make those bars the same. In fact, if we're not sure, we can make these bars longer first. Give us a little bit more wiggle room to pull them back. So now we're going to go to our direct selection tool. I'm sorry, I'm ahead of myself. We're going to cut this in half. Yeah. So let's go ahead and just find somewhere here in the middle of this black bar. Looks straight. Now we're going to select everything. We're going to use our Pathfinder to divide. So now it's cut in half, but it's still grouped. So if we move anything, it all moves together. So object, ungroup. Now, a couple clicks up, couple clicks down, so we have 2 pieces, but we have a problem. I know Silhouette, this isn't an issue, but in Illustrator, I don't know what the solution is other than what I'm about to do. So if you know, share it with the class. But this is going to be a cut. So if we just went to the Glowforge, we would have 2 pieces that we have to glue together. So we don't want that. So I'm going to come over here to this anchor, and I'm just going to delete it, hit delete. And I'm going to come over here to one of these anchors, and we're going to delete that. So this is now open. We can we can change the spacing of this to try to get closer to this space, just by how we put our position our wood when we go to do the second cut. If we want to kind of give ourselves a hint, we can go over here to the pin tool. Let's add an anchor. We're going to intersect where the anchor was on the other side here. Click, escape, escape. We might want to do that going up as well. Get up there, click. Well, I guess we don't want to touch, but there we go. All right, so actually I went a little bit too long with that one. So click. We want to intersect there. Because remember, we moved these two things apart. Escape, okay. So we now have a top half and a bottom half. So I moved that about 3 clicks each way. So let's come down, 1, 2, 3. One, two, three. And let's see how big is our item. So if we look at transform, this is currently 11 high by 9.58 wide. I got to 17.75 last night. I've got to 18, which is the max that I found. And then we can go 19.4 wide. This is not going to push that. I wouldn't really push it much more than 18. You'll see that when you're cutting, you have those gray bars that come in on the side, and they tell you have to shift your stuff to the left or the right. You get up there closer to the 19, and you might have your second cut have to be in the gray area. So I would play it safe and make it, no bigger than 18 by 18. But let's go ahead and say we're gonna go 17 and a half by 15.25. That should be no problems. So why are we okay? Are we still 2 colors? Let's see. So we're gonna select everything, and we're going to export. I like to export as a PDF. I have found that whatever size I put in there, if I export it as a PDF, it is that size in the Glowforge UI. And if I export to SVG and other files, that changes. Not a big deal for a monogram, but if you were doing some slots and tabs and you didn't pay attention and see that your size of stuff just changed, that could be a real problem. So we're gonna go spin, carry, big. And there we go. So let's go over to our Glowforge. Let's upload. Let's find it. You see it? There it is. All right. Oh no. Okay, so we've got 1 file here, right? We don't have 2. So let's go back. Not there. Here we go. Okay, so there's going to be 2 things. I'm kind of an Illustrator noob, so some of this I don't understand. We'll get to that in a second. If you guys know what's up, let me know, because it kind of sucks. But anyway, these things were touching. So let's back off a little bit. Right now, that's two separate things. Let's change this top one. Still have no fill. Let's give it a stroke. We're gonna go neon green. Yep. And the bottom one, no fill. Let's go, I don't know, pinky mauve. Okay. So I also just noticed a second ago, we had some like double paths, and it did this the other night on my my test one. So it cut everything twice, even though Glowforge was set to cut it once. So I'm gonna move this out of the way, and you'll see we have that. We don't want that. So I'm getting rid of it. We're gonna do that up here at the top too. Right? We don't need that. Okay. So let's grab our two things. Let's go to align and put them centered. Let's drag them back over here where we can see them. I never made my bed the size of my art, so let's go to artboards, fit it to the bounds. I hate the magnifying tool. Okay, so here we are. We got two pieces. They don't have extra stuff in them, so we should be good. Our gap is here, but we can adjust where that gap cuts by where we position our wood before we cut it. Let's export it. So, spin, parry, round, right, round, big, export. All right, we got a new one. So let's import that guy. Ooh, I had two of these. Let's see which one is newest. Hey, there's two pieces there. That's good. Okay. You see we are way bigger than our bed. Not an issue. So kind of the weird part, and I learned this the other day, cutting foam, is that we do not want to cut this one yet. Let's get this out of the way. Let's go ahead, and the bottom we're going to ignore. The top we're going to cut, but it's going to be at the bottom, and it's going to be upside down. Now I have to pause for a second while I go to load some wood in there, but again, our ruler says 15.25 wide. So I'm going to go put a piece of wood in there. I think I'm going to cut one that is 18 deep still and 16 wide. And then, you know, I could go 20 wide and not have to worry about anything, but I'd also be wasting 4 inches of wood. I can use that. So I'm gonna go cut a piece 18 by 16 wide, and then I'll come back in here in a second and we will position our first cut. This doesn't matter too much because I have settings I'm gonna use for chalkboard, which is the wood we're gonna cut. But I like to set it to something. Once the wood's in here, we're gonna set focus as well. So give me a second and we'll continue with some wood here. Okay, through the magic of pause, I am back. We've got wood loaded up, 18 by 16. So first I'd like to set focus on the center of that wood. Now, this is the double-sided chalkboard, black on one side, white on the other. We're going to have, I'm going to have a black letter. Lining this up on the black, that gets pretty tricky. It's not so much the first cut, second cut, trying to line up this little line right here. that's not so easy. So I'm also going to mirror this. Didn't see much happen there. This one, you're going to see something happen. Let's just do it now so that we don't forget we're doing that. So, I have a preset for this Home Depot stuff. It's right here. Basically, it's 135 full, one pass. I was getting away with 140, but when I do stuff like Daryl's tree root design, although all the pieces were cut, I had to help them a little bit too much with the like ice pick thing I have. So I slowed it down a little bit, and then that's not an issue. So where are we at? Let's just make sure that we're on the board. Looks like we've got about the same gap on each side. We're already focused. I prefer to hug the bottom down here. It's preference, but I'm going to go ahead and tell this thing to cut. And then I'll pick you up on the cell phone in a minute. And then we'll continue on a different computer out there next to the Glowforge. So 7.5 minutes, not bad. All right, be right back. All right, let's go start up this Glowforge thing. It's the camera. The nice thing about having two computers logged into the same account is if I go back to my dashboard, it will usually let us see the design I had going on in the other room. So look at that, spins here. So I'm not going to start it here. It's already prepped in the other room, so I'm just going to hit go right here. This is the easy part. The next part, well, not hard, it's just going to be a little bit of alignment. In case I forget to talk about it then, we can do like a score, like a 5% score. We're on the back anyway, just to see where that little point right there ends up. Make sure we're aligned. This is my 10,000 BTU AC I upgraded from the 5 because this thing kept cooling off. Cut 5 minutes, cool for 10, and repeat. This helps, but I still get the issue. This box contraption is jerry-rigged trying to get this vent air to blow down here in this little cooler section. Because it's foam board. Yeah. Alright. Let's see what happens. Okay, so 7 minutes later, we have a big T. Top of the T, upside down, and reversed. So here's the pegs I put in here just to keep me 16. So I'll be doing this one-handed. I don't care if these things fall out of the center. Depending on your design, I would try not to let the side be free because you want that for alignment. So actually, let's get that out of there. So top of the T, going back in. We're between my stops. We're all the way back. 18 brings you right here to the edge. Now here's that second computer I was talking about. So we're gonna try to cheat a little bit again here. We know where this file was, So we're going to just take a note of its coordinates. My memory bank is kind of small sometimes, so 9,685, 7133. So let's ignore this guy. This one's going to be our chalkboard cut. It's already backwards, but we want to put it at 96.85 by 71.33. Okay, so what I care about right now is left to right. We have left to right alignment. So let's go ahead and, so what we're trying to do now, let's set focus again. I like to set it here in the center. It is currently not red because we are outside of those bounds. So let's get back up here into our cuttable area and then see what we're dealing with. Okay, so it says we are ready to print, and let's see. Can you see that alignment? We are not bad. It says we're just a little bit high and a little bit right. This is what I was talking about before on our height, because we're all the way down here, right? We can't push this board back anymore to get taller. So it's going to be what it is. I'm going to make it 1 click, 2 clicks left, just to get that right back where it was. Now, actually, I'm not sure that that's perfect, and we are working on the back. So let's cut it, just in case scoring changes something. But let's cut it at like 6 power. Let's just see where it wants to go. This is the bigger half, so it's probably going to be around 11 minutes when we do the actual cut. 14. I'm off a little bit. All right. Let's see where this part right here lines up. If it's good, I just have to hit stop, change the power, and go again. Look at that. Oh my God. That's awesome. So that's the recording gods are shining on me at the moment. All right, so let's go back up to full power. I'm not going to refocus. I'm not going to change nothing. I'm just gonna hit go again. What do you think? Should I stand here for 15 minutes with the phone in my hand, take another montage? I don't know. So sometimes you just have to trust it. See that? Hit focus and it said we're going to cut there. We're not cutting there. Oh, but you know what? It wants me to select my material again. Whatever. Because my cut chalkboard is correct. Against my better judgment, I'm gonna refocus one more time. right here in the middle. But I'm not moving nothing. Oh, that looks better. And we're 135 full. Make it so. Now you might have noticed earlier when I made my design, I forgot to release the clipping path. For this, that's not an issue. I know certain things that I designed, like my Halloween sign, that created all kinds of problems. Not for Glowforge users, but when you took that SVG into Cricut, big black squares everywhere. So I know what it's all about with the clipping path, but sometimes I gotta turn that thing off. Daryl can tell you all about it, I'm sure. Alright, here we go. I'm just gonna hang out long enough to see where I'm cutting, if I'm still cutting in the right spot. Oh my gosh, I am. So, I might have just a little bit thinner bar than I wanted to. You know, that black bar. But it's all good. I was second guessing myself there for a second, thinking I was cutting the top of the T again. I had to glance over at my screen and be like, what am I cutting? Oh my god. So, nah, we're all good. So, I'm going to spare you the montage here. I'm just going to come back in about 15 minutes and show you the finished product. So we're back. We're about 5 minutes into our cut. I just thought I would show the workspace while we're waiting. Chalkboard 12 by 12s are down here. This is some birch I got at, I always want to call them woodpeckers, it's not. This is 1/8 inch. Looks really nice. It was 17 bucks for 4x8. No, 5x5. I haven't cut anything on it yet, so we'll have to see how good that is. This one, what is this? No, this one. This is what happens when me and my son try to cut. It's not 12 by 12, it's 12 by something, because there's 12 by 10 and there's 12 by 20. And when I have my line on one dot and he has it on another, yeah. Anyway, this is 1/4 inch birch. This is veneer core, and I have trouble with this. Even 122 2 passes, there are spots that it just didn't get through. Like a lot of you guys are experiencing right now with the Columbia Forest Product stuff. Been a little bit busy. I don't think I have anything to show you the back of, but you know what stuff that's not cut all the way through looks like already. So this stuff, this is also birch. This is beautiful stuff. It's an MDF core, whole piece face, 2 faces. Very nice looking wood, very heavy wood. Let's get another piece here. Bump the Glowforge, that's awesome. Okay, so that's all solid. There's no knots, there's no nothing. This stuff is 50 bucks. Yeah, 50 bucks for 4x8. And it makes really awesome wood for my valets. Gives them a really nice heft and quality. Really nice wood for these plaques. Again, nice quality. Got some other stuff recently. Some 1/4" rock top maple. That is this stuff here. And I was kind of disappointed. It's beautiful. It's pre-finished because it's melamine. So it's paper, like if you bought a little entertainment center at Walmart to put together. MDF paper. But I've got some settings down. It cuts like butter. And in about 7 minutes a piece, I can make some nice shiplap rounds. So it's got a purpose. And I bought 2 4x8s of it, so yeah, we got a lot of that. This is all stuff from Home Depot I've tried over the last couple months. Had good success, bad success. It's last option wood. Hey, that font you guys all like that I tested out, it works pretty awesome in chalkboard. That's what I'm using on this sign as well. That super nice birch up here, 122, 3 passes full to get through it. This was an hour and a half. This was like 18 minutes. It had to cut so much that I lost all of those little details that make that font so awesome. So it has its right place, but you have to use the right wood too. Yeah, so I think that'll be the tour. Here's the foam board. I tried it on first. Came out pretty good. Which led me to this guy. What are you guys gonna charge for these things? I'm charging 25 bucks for a regular one. I don't know what the price point should be for this one. I was thinking that my wood cost went up, but it really didn't. $7 for a 4x8 or a 2x4 sheet of this. I can get at least 4 of these out of that. So what's my wood? $2. My time was still only about 35 minutes. She's paying 50. I just don't know if that's going to be the normal thing, or if I'm too cheap, if I'm too high. So to be determined there. Anybody need a phone stand? Oh, here we are. Here we are. Cooling down. Even with this thing, it's set at 69. It's hot. So air assist is totally clean. I do not have the internal fan anymore. So I've got the quiet fan, but it's outside of the house. So I just wait it out. What is this? Oh my gosh, we're done. All right, let's see. Are we done? I was looking at those lines going, what's that? But that's our fancy font, so. Look at that. I don't even have to go take it out and help cut this little thing. Last night that was not quite centered up, so I had to give it a hand. You guys keep these things or burn them? I've thrown them away before. I don't know about this time. Alright. Let's come over here. You guys ever do that and then wonder why you can't start a project? Don't be judging my dirty Glowforge. I saw you. All right. Just gonna pop some of this stuff out of here. See, 135. Give it just a little bit of assistance, and this stuff's gonna pop out. I will probably pause you for just a second when I go up here to clean those fine details around those letters, because I don't want that broken. So BRB. Now I know that was pretty fast for you guys, but actually that was only about 30 seconds for me too. So how about this stuff? You guys keep this scrap. I keep it in a bucket, but I think only until I can get to the dump. So, ready for the reveal? Let's kick Ramirez out of the way here. And let's see how we did. I don't know. I think it looks pretty good. Maybe I won't give it to my sister-in-law. I'll put it on my computer room door, or hang it up there by the Glowforge. Nah. But unlike myself, who would just drive it up there and give it to her, Christmas is coming. So, bonus. See what you guys want me to do, making a video? Knocking out presents. So, I'm always in the group. If you guys need a hand, just hit me up. Always happy to help. Thanks for watching.